Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Ash, Gaming and Console Tap, back again with another video. Now, in this weird place where the Nintendo Switch has come out and it's getting slaughtered, I thought I might do something basically a little bit different and do somewhat of a review of previous Nintendo tech. So I've decided to pick up the Wii U pad and see basically what the Wii U pad actually does. Now, yes, it was a failure. Yes, it just got on with it. But that being said, I loved the Wii U. Simple as. I absolutely loved it. Still love it to this day. Still playing games on it. I've got a fair few of them behind me, down at the bottom down here. But that being said, let's take a look at what the Wii U gamepad offered for basically the money that you paid for it. I mean, I didn't pay full price for mine at the time because I didn't have the money at the time, but a lot of people did, and people want to know what's what. So here we are. Now, the actual gamepad itself is a big chunky beast, is probably the best way of putting it. Now, the features on it, it was chunky for a reason. It was obviously the precursor to the Switch, which, yeah, is getting a lot of backlash, but let's not go there. Now, the actual controller itself is, it does fit in the hand very, very well. You can reach everything, and there's nothing out of place. Now, that said, it's only this bit that annoys me, because it's kind of, it could have done without this bit here at the back, but you know, that's life. Can't have everything you want. Now, to say that this thing had a camera in it as well, for obviously games that would hopefully use it, which not so much. But that being said, it is a very big beast. Now, let's face it, the actual machine itself is, I think it's very comfortable, honestly. It's not too out of reach for anything. Everything's within place. You can clearly see everything there. And basically, that's it. Now, at one point, there must have been a idea for it to be a TV controller as well, because obviously that's on there as well. Nintendo were going to do something somewhat of a Nintendo TV service where you could watch trailers and things like that, but it never really came to be. It just ended up being in the store, in the eShop, which is fine with me, doesn't bother me. But on the front, you've got your standard buttons as well as an analog stick on each side. You can see that, there we go. A D-pad, which for some unknown reason, this is the only gripe I have with the Switch, it's now buttons like these. It's not a D-pad, which is a bit gutting because the D-pad was great. Basically, your plus and minus button, which is basically your start and select, you know. And then you've also got this here, which is your NFC reader for your Amiibo. Later DS models actually had, or 3DS models had that built in. Whereas with the original 3DS, you had to buy a little stand. It's wireless, but you had to buy that in order to use Amiibo on the older 3DS, which was a bit of a ball ache. But yeah, then you've got your home button, and then also you've got the TV and power button. Now, I'm hoping this has charge, because if it doesn't, I'm going to be a little annoyed. And we have charge. Now, the actual menu itself on the Wii U gamepad is, well, essentially that. It advertises stuff on there, along with, obviously, BBC iPlayer in the UK. The game that you've got in, which is Wind Waker. I've been playing a lot of Wind Waker. Also, you've got my wife's Final Fantasy Tactics on there, which is down this bottom corner. Store and friends and things like that. It's just all set there, but that's not the only thing you can do. The Wii U gamepad does have other features where you can actually play the game on the pad, and that's awesome. So what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to go to the Wii U on there. Let's have a look. And then jump to the Wii U. Jump to the Wii U menu, and it will come up with a Wii U menu there, which is comes up in a second, and you'll see all your little icons come up there. And then obviously you've also got the backwards compatibility with the Wii, which is there as well. So yeah, just so we know what's actually going to happen there, we'll click on that there, if I can get it. There we go. And that is Wind Waker HD on there. And to be honest, it's a really good game. I was a bit dubious about buying the remakes or remasters of the actual Zelda games. I was really skeptical about it, and it was one of those scenarios I didn't see why I should buy it again. But there you go. That's beauty. Look, the screen on it, I've got to say, is absolutely fabulous. I play most of my time on it, just because other people play the other consoles behind me. So, and the Wii U's at this side. You can see it top there. There we go, on my fingers. But yeah, I mean, it's just amazing that all that can actually stay on there. So what I'm going to do, gamepad, quest log, start, and then there it is, guys. Honestly, go like that, and it transfers it from the top screen to the gamepad, and then you just press the minus button again and it does the same. It switches back and it tells you on the pad. So yeah, that's that, guys. But yeah, I was pretty impressed with what the machine could do, and I wasn't exactly I was skeptical when it came out, I will admit, and honestly, with this being such a big hunky thing, I had to do one thing, because it is massive. I bought this second hand, so I didn't get a charger with it either, with the dock that actually charges it, so I was a bit miffed about that, but still, that's life. It also came with a little stand as well. When you're not using the gamepad, you can just click it down like that. But I've actually ordered them for a £5 offline. They're next to nothing, guys. If you've not got one, I'd advise getting one, just because obviously the gamepad's battery life isn't great, so I'd go out and buy one. But still, the actual machine itself, for what it is, a lot of people complained about the battery life of the pad, like I said, and it was just ridiculously tough. Ridiculously. End of the day, you're not going to be playing it for hours and hours on end. That's not what Nintendo do, but still, that's life. But yeah, I had to do one thing, and that's get a case for it, which just slots into a little zipper there, and it slots in like that. And just zip it up, so if it ever gets dropped or anything, it's nice and cushy in there. But yeah, that's that, guys. And that was my overview of the gamepad. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching, and I shall see you guys in another video. In the meantime, happy gaming, have a good one, like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.